Feature Friday.
The freshest.
What was it like growing up in LA?
All right. Well, growing up in LA, I was one like there wasn't too many Asians. Pretty much everyone was Mexican growing
Right.
up, right? And human nature. Sometimes like every race has racist people.
Uh-huh.
Like Filipinos have racist people. Mexicans have racist people. Whites, blacks have racist people. So within the Mexican community, growing up, there was a few racist people that always trying to bully me, right?
Right.
Because I was the only Asian. But lucky for me, I always kind of like stood my ground. I never really, because I used to watch a lot of like kung fu movies, right? Like Three Ninjas or like Bruce Lee or whatever.
I mean,
And
did any kid not watch those when you grow up?
you know what I mean?
I think
Right?
if you're a guy and you were when you were a kid, you didn't watch those, you didn't grow up right.
Yeah, exactly. So you're in elementary, and a mob of kids comes up to me.
I'm
They're trying
shadowboxing.
to, right? They try to like they're gonna jump me, right? But me, I'm thinking I'm Bruce Lee, and I'm like, I'm ready. I ain't backing down. What's up? You know.
That's
But
the right attitude, though. I feel like not to encourage violence in any way or form, so against that. But I think that's like the right type of way of approaching. If you're gonna get jumped, you better get ready. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, you know why too? Cause back in the day, it was cool to be a gangster. It was cool to be in a gang. It was cool to jump people to fuck them up. It was really the thing to do. Seriously, like how like now it's the thing
Mhm.
to be on your phone and download apps or whatever. But back in the day, it was the thing to
Yeah.
go out
Yeah,
and
to be
go
part
get
of the
in a
crew.
rumble.
Yeah. Go
Yeah,
for trouble.
that was the thing. So I would get into fights all the time because of that. I'm not a G, but you have to act G because you're always trying to get stepped up to. So
Mm.
I would be at a party, and then my friend AJ would be with me, right? And I kind of dragged him to the party because it was my friend's house, and he was telling me, he was like, "Yo, I don't want to go there. There's gonna be like a lot of gangsters there." I was like, "Yo, don't worry about me. I'm always trying to be tough. Man, come on. So he was like, I convinced him. So he went with me. So we went over and we were breakdancing, right? Because I'm a breaker. So we're breakdancing.
Whew.
And then we had this crowd around us. All of a sudden, like the crowd turns into this, like half of the crowd turns into like these gangsters. And then my friend, which when I got up, he was like, "See, I told you, man. I told you." All of a
Dang.
sudden they started calling him. He was like, "Yo, AJ, it's you."
Oh.
Right?
Oh.
I was like, "Oh shoot, you know these guys?" Because I didn't know them. They just like crashed the party. Say, AJ, come over here, man. They took him to the alley. There was five guys. One guy had a cast on, and those six of them. No, one of those five, and then one of them was a girl. Like the girl was like actually, I think, videotaping it. Dude, they beat the shit out of him, dude.
Oh, crap.
They beat the living crap out of him, right? So we were in the bathroom. He was like, "I told you, Jay. I told you, man. I told you not to come here." While he was talking to me, his back was bleeding, his face was bleeding. He had a tennis ball on his forehead because he got punched in the head with the cast, right? So I'm like, "All right, bro, let's get out of here. I'm gonna call my homie. He got a car. Let's get out of here." He lives around the corner. So my homie came, 15 minutes. I'm like, he's here in the front. We rolled out. The fools freaking followed us, man. We were going in the car. The guys that beat him up, they're like, "Oh, where y'all going?" They just
Ah.
walked in the car.
Oh my
And there's like
god.
five of these guys. And my friend was like, "What's going on?" I'm like, "Bro, just drive.
Just drive.
Drive because
Oh
I don't
my
want to get."
god.
So we go to this place called City Walk. Back in the day, it's like where Universal City Walk is, so Universal
Okay.
Studios in Hollywood. So they have this little place, City Walk, where there's a bunch of restaurants and bars, whatever. And we all went over there, and I guess we're traveling in a pack now because we got these gangsters.
Oh,
We're
dang.
walking. All of a sudden, it was like a movie. All of a sudden, a rival gang is in opposing traffic walking also. And they're like, "Yo, who da stress up in this?" They're like, "What? Fool Asian boys," right? They're
Crap.
just like throwing
No.
their gangs, and we're in the middle. I'm like in the middle. Dude, back I was like freaking in junior high. I was wearing like this preppy sweater. I did not look like a gangster at all. I was wearing like
Oh
this
no,
preppy
that's
ass thing.
terrible.
But everyone started just like rumbling, like knives were getting pulled out, guys were getting shanked, guys were getting hit in the head. Oh my gosh, I just went to the side. I got my friend. I was like, yo, let's just get out of here, man. Let's
Let's
roll.
run.
Let's go.
Running's the best
Dude.
option there.
Dude.
That's growing up in LA.
Yeah.
That's like a weekend.
Jeez.
Oh my God, the
play
stories,
ball?
dude.
You
Wait,
play ball, Efra?
I play basketball. No, I don't.
Basketball?
I don't play ball. No.
Oh man.
he plays
You play
tennis.
basketball at the
Nah, not at
park.
all. Not at
It'd be
all.
like a fight all the time. And then when it's done, just go back to playing basketball. It's like nothing. It's crazy.